Xdefiant just dropped their Xdebrief video and I will go over everything they told us about ranked mode, so let's start.
Hey everybody, it's Pat Price, system designer on Xdefiant, back again on Xdebrief to go over some substantial updates for ranked. I want to emphasize how much of a priority ranked is for our game. It's also near and dear to me with my competitive background. Ranked will serve as an early foundation for competitive Xdefiant, but also where anyone and everyone can play competitive matches for fun and gain some cool rewards along the way. With that being said, we realized the state at which ranked launched in Season 1 was unacceptable to our standards, and we failed to meet your expectations as players. There were bugs that slipped through, some things we didn't see until we were live, and a handful of features we knew we wanted but failed to get out by launch.
So with this they basically acknowledged that new ranked mode was complete garbage and it was rushed.
Back so that all you need to worry about is going after those wins. And we feel that tomorrow is a great time to try ranked again. So today, I want to go over what we fixed already, what's coming tomorrow, what else we're planning for Season 1, and an early insight into some big features coming in Season 2. Let's start with what we fixed already. The infamous 0 RP bug, which didn't give players their RP after winning a match when they were dead and the game ended. That's been fixed.
Those things should never be in the game in the first place, bro. Like, come on.
We identified and resolved a large majority of these cases and will continue to monitor these occurrences until they're gone. Now, let's talk about what's new in our Season 1.3 update. We've heard you and we completely agree. It is not okay for ranked games to begin when there are not 8 players present. So we
Really,
created what we call a match cancellation event. Once the lobby is created, we will check for the number of players during map voting. Then again, when the game loads in the faction and loadout selection, all the way up until the game clock is started. If at any point during these 3 states, a player disconnects, leaves, or is removed from the match, we will cancel the game entirely and send all remaining players back to the ranked menu with no sanctions or RP loss. To be clear though, the player or players who leave or disconnect to trigger this event will still receive the penalty for quitting. So stay in your game and don't ruin it for everyone else.
This is
I
good,
do want to
guys,
emphasize
but it's not enough.
that this will not impact players quitting in the middle of a game, but I want to remind everybody that if you're on a team that loses a player, you will lose a discounted amount of RP. Or if the imbalance is great enough, complete loss forgiveness will trigger and you won't lose any RP at all. Another big addition coming tomorrow is ranked capture the flag.
No, bro,
Like
this is a joke. This is a worst mode in the game,
different
bro. Like, everybody's camping. It's so boring.
This should be very familiar to you. Instead of one side in the first team to 4 captures, in ranked, you will play 2 5-minute halves and switch sides at halftime. The winner will be decided by the team with the most captures at the end of the game.
I don't think capture the flag
Coming
should be in
shortly
ranked.
after our 1.3 update, we have a handful of server changes for ranked matchmaking. First, we're limiting the maximum allowed ping to 125. We saw unintended cross-region games, and where it can be interesting to play people across the world, it is not in the best interest of fairness and integrity for ranked.
This is good
Input
change.
priority. We know this is a divisive topic, and we are doing everything we can to find a middle ground. Similar to our RP ranges expanding over time, we are now going to exclusively matchmake you with the same input type in that first matchmaking wave. After the expired time, when we expand the search to more players, we will then allow you to matchmake with all inputs to ensure you're finding games in a reasonable amount of time. Input-based matchmaking works well in unranked, when you can play anyone. But in ranked, that number of players reduces very quickly as you progress. So for the health of ranked and the fairness for everyone long term, it's important that we
Yeah, I like
explore
this.
this
This
now.
is good. I don't want
Updating
to
our
play
RP
against
ranges
controller
for
aim
matchmaking
assist
servers.
every game in ranked.
Currently, these can expand to a maximum of 15 levels. We realized that this was a bit too strict in some cases, so we're going to expand this out to 30 for most ranked. However, this will be over a lengthier period of time. This way, fair matches are still the highest priority, but in lower population hours, players can still find games. Our low ranks will not be
I
impacted.
don't even know why we have
These
10 levels
matchmaking
for every
updates will
rank.
all
It's
be
insane, bro.
noticeable
Just
quality of life
lower it.
improvements for
Make
ranked,
it 5
but
or
we're not stopping
something.
there. Let's talk a bit about what else you can expect later in Season 1. Faction skill restriction. We've talked about this a lot, and it's fairly straightforward. This has always been the intention for ranked, but I want to reiterate that once in the faction selection screen, only one player can choose any given ability. It will then be locked out for the rest of the team unless that player makes an ability change.
I love this. This should be a thing from the start of the ranked mode.
This will include progressive matchmaking bans and increasing the RP penalty. We've always intended to penalize players for quitting ranked games, but we had to be sure we weren't penalizing players who were disconnected at no fault of their own. Once we're confident these errors have been resolved, we will enable our time-based matchmaking bans for those quitting ranked games. In the meantime, though, we are going to increase the RP penalty loss from 40 to 50 RP. An update to our RP calculation. We realized that rank progression is a bit slower than intended, but we're looking at adjusting our RP formula to ensure you're getting a bit more RP gain in your win.
Yes, it is, bro, especially with 10 levels for each rank.
On the last episode of Xdebrief, I mentioned that parties will be matchmaking based off their average RP. However, we recently discovered that it's not working as intended, and we'll be rolling out a fix for this in a future update.
Whatever, I'm
now that
solo
we've discussed
player.
everything coming to rank
friends.
tomorrow and in Season 1, I want to give some insight into what's on the menu for Season 2. Top 500 in-game leaderboard. We want to showcase our most dedicated players for everyone to see. Once enabled, the leaderboard will track all 500 players at the top of the ranks throughout the whole season.
Oh, Sweats will
you will be able to see their
love this.
placement and the amount of RP they currently have. This will also showcase some of their best stats, their win-loss ratio, their kill-death ratio, their score per minute, and the total amount of MVPs they've gained so far in that season. Ranked loadouts will be a completely separate set of loadouts from unranked, and everything will be unlocked for use. However, for any weapon that you have not yet unlocked, you will not gain any weapon XP.
This means everyone who
you
starts
jump
to
into
play
ranked,
this game can
where
go
you
in
have to
ranked
level
and
up
have
favorite
all
one of those
attachments
attachments.
unlocked.
Don't worry.
I mean, it's fair, it's okay.
This will also give us the ability to restrict items from ranked loadouts if needed. We aren't ready to do so just yet, but wanted to give you an early insight of things we're keeping an eye on. Rejoin. Has your dog ever unplugged your Ethernet?
No,
Don't
bro,
worry,
he
we've all been
didn't.
there. Rejoin
But
was
you know
made
what
so that if
did?
you've ever
Your
unintentionally
game,
disconnected,
it's crashing
you can get
every
back in your
second
ongoing
match, bro.
ranked game
Fix
to
it.
not only avoid penalty, but attempt to save you and your teammates RP. Progressive RP penalties for quitters.
This is
Like our
good too.
time-based
I
matchmaking
had games
games,
where my
we intend to
teammate died 2
progressively
times
reduce
and
the
I
RP
swear he
for
leaves the
players that
game.
are
Like,
quitting.
come on,
More on
dude.
this soon. With tomorrow's Season 1.3 patch, there's never been a better time to jump back in. Ranked is extremely important, and with all the new changes and adjustments coming throughout Season 1, we want to prove that. As always, we're looking for your feedback to continue to make Ranked a great place for competitive Xdefiant. I know I'll be grinding, so I'll see you in game.
Oof, okay guys, I know a lot of you will disagree with me, but this video just confirms everything I already know. And that is, this game should still be in alpha stage and it's not ready to compete against giants on the market. They just admit that ranked mode is complete garbage and that they need 2 more seasons of patches and updates to make it fun and playable. At least with tomorrow updates, ranked matches won't start unless it's full lobby, and that is good start, but like they said, they need time to make this ranked mode true ranked that we all need and deserve. This is all from me guys, I will leave you with footage of my trailer that I made yesterday. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit a like and sub, it is free for you and it means a lot for me. See you guys in my next video.